Good morning and welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Nate Wynn. 3 brand new copiers were added to the teacher workroom. The 3 previous copiers were faulty and broke down often, leading to their replacement.
They're really a lot faster, I think, in my opinion, and they're more efficient and they don't get jammed as easy.
Several teachers have expressed their gratitude for the new copiers.
The local scholarship book program has been updated for this year. It opened this week and is available for applications throughout the month of February.
The local scholarships are all local clubs and organizations that essentially raise money to provide scholarships for Roseville High School graduates to continue whatever their post-high school education goal is. So students are to look up the scholarship information, see which scholarships they might meet the criteria for, and then they would be putting in an application for those scholarships that they may qualify for.
Go to the College and Career Center for more information. And now we go to Jason Russell for sports.
Good morning and welcome to an all-new edition of EOTSN. I'm Jason Russell. The girls varsity basketball team has had a strong showing so far this year with an overall record of 16-6 and a league record of 8-1. They are currently ranked first in the CVC. However, coming off a successful last season in which the team made it into the second round of playoffs, the success of this season was not unexpected. At this point in the season, the high expectations have been met.
Well, since we were returning so many people, we were expecting a solid core group to going into this season, and we were hoping to go farther in playoffs than last time. And so we had the whole summer and then fall and stuff to work on it, so we were expecting to be pretty successful.
I was expecting us to play well as a team, because I think towards the end of last season we started playing more team ball rather than just everyone trying to play by themselves, and I think that will help us out.
I expected a better season than last. I thought that we were going to be stronger and faster, and we knew what to expect, and so far we have done better.
Team chemistry has been one of the biggest strengths of this team so far this season. With 12 returning players from last year's team, the girls did not have to learn how to play with one another on the court. The tight bond that the players formed on and off the court from last season have only been strengthened by this season.
I think it helps us a lot because we all know each other so well, and we know how each other plays from knowing each other so well and playing with each other for so long, and we can expect what each person is going to show up with. I guess we can help each other out more.
I think we've had more experience, and playing last year together, we've built up more chemistry, so I think we have more chemistry this year than we did last year, and I think that helps us in games.
The chemistry helps with definitely passing and knowing who is going to finish, who's going to make the basket or whatever, but definitely knowing each other's positions and roles on the court.
With an 8-1 record and coming off of the game last Wednesday when they beat the undefeated Antelope Titans by 23 points, the team is riding a lot of momentum. Playoffs are a very realistic expectation at this point. The 2 playoff games last year provided the players with valuable experience that they can use in the playoffs this year, assuming they make it.
I think it was a really good experience because we ended up playing against Vanden, who won the section, I think it was. And they were a really good team, so it was good to see what that level is then and know what we need to go to.
I definitely think it's going to help. I think since we know the atmosphere and we know how it feels to be in a playoff game, we're not going to be surprised when it comes, and we're going to know how to calm down and just play our game.
I think when we played Vanden and lost, I think we did a lot better than we expected. And I feel we know that we could have done a lot better. So coming in with that confidence, we played Vanden, they were super good, and now we're returning the same team. We can come back and, I don't know. I feel just having that experience, playing those that high level team, and then coming in this year and knowing that we can compete with them, then I think I would say we're confident going in.
If you are willing to make the long drive early in the morning, the girls play tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. at Cosumnes Oaks High School. Wednesday was National Signing Day for a lot of future collegiate athletes. Among those few, Keegan Ness and Brendan McMinn signed their national letters of intent after school in the J.B. Gale Theater on Wednesday.
Congratulations,
Ness signed for Oregon State University to play soccer in the fall, while McMinn signed to play football at Minot State University in North Dakota. McMinn, who was named a first-team All-CVC member this past season, is leaving for a program where he feels he can grow on and off the field in a comfortable environment.
The feeling I'm feeling right now, I'm just excited. It's another step. I get to go on and play football more years than most people do, so it's just an awesome feeling, and I'm excited.
And congratulations to all the future collegiate athletes who signed on Wednesday. And that's it on your home for Roseville High School sports, top plays, breakdowns, and more. Eye of the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. Now we go to entertainment.
Thanks, Jason. Split is director M. Night Shyamalan's 10th feature film. It looks to be his return to form after duds like After Earth, Lady in the Water, and the atrocious Last Airbender. James McAvoy plays Kevin Wendell Crumb, who's a man who suffers from dissociative identity disorder and ends up kidnapping 3 teenage girls, one of them played by Anya Taylor-Joy, named Casey Cook. This movie is really well done and oozes passion from Shyamalan. So throughout the movie, you're slowly trying to figure out why Kevin would take these 3 girls, and it all leads up to a slow burn twist ending that Shyamalan is famous for. The twist of this movie, I could say, is a doozy. Shyamalan requires you to look back to one of his other films, Unbreakable, to truly fully understand the ending. Overall, I thought Split was an amazing movie that suffers a little bit from its weak subplots involving a therapist and a little bit of Casey's backstory. But other than that, this movie is a really good thriller that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. And now we go back to news. Senior Shona Hunt is back from her foreign exchange excursion in France. We go to Zach Jose with the story.
Hunt recently returned from a 5-month foreign exchange program in Chambéry, France.
I had the life of a normal French teenager, really. I went to school every day, and I tried out a couple of extracurricular activities, but none of them really worked for me. But I hung out with my friends a lot. I did a lot of studying with my friends because they study a lot in France. We went to the movies, we went out for coffee every once in a while. It was great.
Hunt had gotten the idea from Susan Hoffman's French class.
It was last year in December, like in 2015, and Miss Hoffman was talking about exchange students. She just brought it up one time in class, and I figured, why not ask her more about it? And so she gave me a couple of websites that I could go onto, and I looked into it, and I asked my parents about it, and they were like, yeah, let's look into it. And yeah, so we followed the website.
She returned to Roseville almost 2 weeks ago and is finding it difficult to return to her normal life.
I am happy to be home. Yeah, it's been kind of hard, actually. I've been here for about a week and a half now, and it's hard trying to get back in touch with my friends again, and being able to come back into my classes after 5 months is kind of hard. And honestly, just being in the city again is weird because my memories of the town are different than what they are. Like, the buildings are all out of proportion. It's really strange to describe. But for the most part, I'm glad to be home. I'm easing back into things. I'm getting in touch with my friends again. We're going out to movies and we're having parties, and and I'm really in touch with my parents again, which is great. And yeah, I'm happy to be home.
Today is the last day to buy Casaba tickets. They'll be available in the cafeteria during both lunches and after school for $25. That's it for Say and Eye of the Tiger. And remember, we're always on at eyethetigernews.com. See you next time.